Whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now it's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Love sliding out of the pocket. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now Love. He sets to fire deep. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. A big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this was a little bit of the knock on him coming out of college. Sometimes the concentration could wander a bit. This should have been a big play, but somehow he's not able to corral it.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Taken in at the 22. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And they will take over 1st and 10. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But 2 kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about 00, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
After the run by Foreman, here's 1st and 10.
Go.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's got it to about the 40.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here we go.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 8.
Right.
On play action, Fields. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 41.
They'll take over 1st down 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones to the 43, second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Okay, ready? From the 43, here's a 2nd and 8. Love looking to throw it. That's taken in, Dontavian Wicks. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
No score after one on EA Sports.
Here we go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check, peek. Ready.
An inside give to Jones. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 34 yards. And the Packers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
Carlson's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Bears nothing. Anders Carlson to kick off for the Packers.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Here we go, son.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week one. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
That's caught at the 25. Touchdown Bears. DJ Moore, 70 yards. And the Bears are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, you know he can be explosive aggressive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? You just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On second down, it's Jones. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. He may go. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Carlson's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Anders Carlson to kick off for the Packers.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. Khalil Herbert to return it from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. A man who led the league in yards per carry last year, it's Khalil Herbert. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. Now Fields going to move him around.
Second and 9 at the 23-yard line.
Second down, they go back to Herbert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss?
Here we go.
Third and 9 here.
West right sit. Mayday.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Still going. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards.
Where's the contain there? And yes, that's a question because that was just a simple drop-off. But he hits the Jets, and all of a sudden, the seas part in front of him. A huge result there to flip the field and what was a fairly innocuous play call.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Missed it wide to the left.
Anders Carlson to kick off for the Packers.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll have this all the way out to the 50-yard line. Excellent field position.
That return gets all the way to midfield, so we know the field position is absolutely flipped at this point. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I might think about blitzing right now to try and take field position back.
Here we go, son.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From the 50, here's Fields. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. Michael Walker there to bring him down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Steps away. Open man is Musgrave, the tight end. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here's Love. Quick hitch, complete. It's Reed. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. To throw now. Here's Love. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to get with the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. Now Herbert to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
Here we go.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Let's get out of here with a win, folks. Get here on this
From his goal line here, Fields. He'll fire deep, looking for more. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Now it's Fields. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
Jones will score. Touchdown, Packers. So what a first half that he has had running the football. That now 3 touchdown runs.
And I would anticipate that when they get down in the red zone, he's going to get more chances as this game goes on. And I think that the guys blocking for him are going to ask for him to get more chances. They like the rhythm they've developed.
Carlson's extra point up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Anders Carlson to kick off for the Packers.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Don't jump. Ready?
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now it's Fields off the bootleg. Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Off play action, Fields. They'll roll him out right. And that one on the money to Claypool downfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Hey, Ken.
To throw is Fields. He's going to look deep for more. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Fields now to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Packers are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. We have 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Anders Carlson to kick off for the Packers.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
On second down, a run with Herbert. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner, because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
That's good for the Bears. First down.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Here we go.
Here's second and 10.
Hey, Ken. Sit high.
A toss left side for Herbert. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Angel.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here comes third and the length of the football. That is caught. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 35. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball will get all the credit, but how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Here we go.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Alpha. Set.
They'll go again with Herbert. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now a first down throw, Fields. They'll set up the screen to Herbert. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A first down screen pass, good for 5.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screen play is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
Here we go.
Now 2nd and 5.
Go.
Play action. It's Fields. He'll buy some time right. He's got it. Touchdown. Tyler Scott. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Bears are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Santos with the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet.
There he goes, right side. Now he's into the clear again. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 75 yards. And the Packers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? They're going to run for it with Jones. And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for 2 fails.
Anders Carlson to kick off for the Packers.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Fields. Completes it left side to the tight end Lewis. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
That's another Bears. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Fields. Flushed out right. Got an open man, it's Scott. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And they're going to speed things up here.
1st and 10.
Moore, the man in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. There's the stiff arm. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 59 yards on the ground for him so far. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Easy.
Fields. Rolling to his right. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run with Herbert, and he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Ready.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Gervon Dexter on the stop. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready. Ready.
This 2nd and 4.
Check view. Yellow. One.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move.
Okay,
no better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Ready?
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Now he's loose again, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 39 yards. And the Packers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. So this looking more and more like it is going to be a successful kickoff to their campaign as they add on here.
And, partner, you know NFL coaches, they're on the sideline thinking about all the little things that need correcting. But for the most part, they've got to be ecstatic with the way this season has started out.
Carlson's extra point up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23.
Bears 17. Anders Carlson to kick off for the Packers.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, Sy.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here. It's caught inside the 25. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Fields. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
A 3-yard loss brings up 2nd and 13 at the 24-yard line.
Hey, can.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
Here we go.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Sit high.
Here's Fields. Sliding out of the pocket. Right side, Claypool's got it. Touchdown, Bears! Chase Claypool, 29 yards. And the Bears are able to cut into that deficit. Bears offense staying put. You know, Justin Fields always a threat to run. They'll go for 2 here.
All right.
They'll try and throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Packers 40, Bears 23. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, set.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the fourth quarter. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
At the 25-yard line.
Let's go now. 6, mega. Ready.
Play fake. Here's Love. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. T.J. Edwards gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A.
3rd and 15.
Down.
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Watch it. 6. Strike. Check. Strike. Strike. Set.
Love. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That's taken on the 25. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 32-yard line.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Chicago Bears.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Rasul Douglas picks it, and the Packers are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough, but, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Let's go.
Here's 3rd and 9.
Set.
Throwing. Love. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly, and knocked it free.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Here we go. Good.
2nd and 10.
Tonight.
Back to throw. Fields. He'll fire deep, looking for more. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield. A huge play there for Chicago. 43 yards.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go, son.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Tonight.
From the gun, here's Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Here we go.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Tonight.
On play action, Fields. That is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to... These guys are not giving up anything.
Here we go, tonight.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Delta. Tonight.
Operating from the gun, Fields. Able to hit his target, Claypool. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
It's 4th down.
4th down. Fields has to have this one. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Ready.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2nd down and 8. They'll go again to Jones. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Come on.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Field, black. Ready.
To throw now. Here's Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is caught inside the 5. And it's a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson, 46 yards. And the Packers are able to extend their lead. Charles, a well-drawn-up play, beautifully executed. And look at the scoreboard and where we're at in the second half. They are on their way to a 1-0 start to this season. Exactly what every team in the league dreams of, winning your season opener, getting off to that good start, and building confidence for the rest of the season. Now Carlson for the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Packers 47, Bears 23. Anders Carlson to kick off for the Packers.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
11. Go.
Now it's Fields. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Scott. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
That's good.
On 1st down, Fields. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
2nd and 10, Fields again. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Yeah, he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Here we go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Packers, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on.
I've been going hard from the night into the daylight, telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating up what's for breakfast, I can tell you what it tastes like. Wake up and I see red and I still don't got no brake lights. Yeah, feeling super fly. I look in the mirror, see ambition in my eyes. Got more than one formula, they love the way I drive. Yeah, I've been apprised, there's no need to be surprised.